on the Thursday night to wrap up the regular season with GSL, hosting Zimmerman here at Stephen Seminary Stadium. So just a couple of programming notes. Also next week we'll have volleyball coming up for you on next Friday. You'll hear Sibley East and Norwood Young America, and football next Friday night here on KGLB. Night before we'll have volleyball right after Panther Sports Weekly right here on KGLB between Sibley East and Norwood Young America. And Sibley East had a nice win over TCU last night, 3-0.
That's right. And of course with Panther Sports Weekly, remember it's our COVID edition, so we're not bringing in the kids. These are all the seasons that we've been having on Panther Sports Weekly. Last night we had a wonderful conversation with the 08 championship alumni team. Of course, Tyler Lang, Cole Ranzow, as well as Josh Noga joined us by phone. We had them on the radio with me, and spectacular conversation. So please, 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 if you get an opportunity to listen to them, we've already had a bunch of episodes. We're kind of done with the successful seasons now, right? So, but go to kduz.com, go to the search bar, type in Panther Sports Weekly. These will all be loaded up onto there. I know we're 2 weeks behind right now on getting the last two on there, but we will be getting them on, so please stay tuned to that. But next week, I think we're going to have some of the past coaching staff on there to join me as well, which will be a very fun episode. So please tune into that.
Wait, you're telling me coaches like to talk?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
What time is that?
That's going to be at 6 p.m.
Okay, 6 p.m.
on Thursday night.
Then volleyball after that, and then football, Sibley East, Norwood Young America, kind of a doubleheader.
Yes.
Volleyball Thursday night, football Friday night, both here on KGLB. If you're looking for GSL and Annandale next week, that will be on 106.9 KARP. So just a couple of programming notes for this upcoming week, for all the fun stuff we're going to have for you. And of course, playoffs not that far away either. And this is a big game for both of these teams again in Section 2 AAA, as they are now currently 4 teams 0-3 to start the season. Watertown-Mayer is one of them, along with Holy Family and Belle Plaine in that. So there are some teams that are 0-3. 4 teams are 0-3, but there are also 2 3-0 teams, Litchfield and Rockford, both 3-0, and then 2 2-1 teams, GSL and DC. Litchfield and DC are playing tonight. Huge game tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to see what happens in that game. Of course, DC is going to be licking their chops after losing to GSL last week. They're looking for some redemption here tonight against Litchfield, but that Litchfield team is a spectacular, hard-hitting team, so that's going to be a fun game to hear after this. Listening to Ryan Phelps, of course, on KARP.
Yes, and you can listen to that, and of course, we'll try and keep you up to date on that game as much as we can, and also on the Gopher game with Glencoe Light and Power Scoreboard. We'll keep you up to date on how the Gophers are doing against Maryland tonight, which is a game that just started a little bit ago, I believe.
Yes, I do believe so, and I can get a quick update on that. But also, don't forget, too, you can tune into us while watching the game here tonight as well. Go to the GSL Panthers YouTube channel, and this game is being broadcasted live on there. Of course, we're connected right to it, so you can watch us on your big screen if you can get it on there, your computer screen, whichever, and you can listen to us through that feed as well.
And don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch any other home events for GSL Sports this upcoming season until things become slightly more normal.
You want to give that update real quick?
Well, boy, what is it?
Gophers down 0-14 with 6:48 left in the first quarter.
So still playing the same defense as last week. Got it.
Yes.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, get you your Game Time and Temp brought to you by Glencoe Co-op Association. We're back in 2 minutes with your Game Time and Temp brought to you by Glencoe Co-op Association.
Hey, it's Rachel from Subway, here to tell you what's going on at your local Subway. Buffalo Chicken is back.
Stevens Seminary Stadium, time for your Glencoe Co-op Association game time and temp. It is 7:01, 37 degrees outside right now. We'll stay right about there, 37, 36 for your temperature as we go throughout the evening. A light however you are listening to us on this beautiful Friday night with a near full moon rising over Stevens Seminary Stadium. Damian Silas to kick it off, going right to left. The kick is away on the black uniforms of GSL, going to the white away uniforms. It's caught by Stephen Dusky. He bobbles it, picks it back up at the 10. Near side with it, met, wrapped up, brought down, Wyatt McCabe with that. Hitting tackle back at his own 12, and a 1st and 10 for Watertown-Mayer at their own 12-yard line. For the Watertown-Mayer Royals, as Albert Rundell will be the starting quarterback for Watertown-Mayer, a sophomore, but a 6', 170-pound sophomore quarterback for this Watertown-Mayer Royal team. And the other thing that I noted in the pregame, only 6 seniors on this football team for Watertown-Mayer. Very young team to keep an eye on going forward, especially after this year. You're going to have a lot of returning starters this year or next year and even the year after that in 2021 and 2022. Shotgun 3 wide. Run down with the running back off to his left. Ball in the right hash at their own 12. Takes the snap. Bobble. It's loose on the ground. Diving, covering. Boy, there's a lot of bodies there. And Rundell able to fall back on it. Loss of 3 on the play. A snap. I don't think, Adam, he didn't watch that one all the way into his hands.
That's what I was just going to say, too. I think it just kind of, eyes came up before the ball was in the hands there, and, of course, bobbles, goes down on the ground, and Watertown ends up falling on it. But, of course, GSL right there, right away, to make sure they can try to be on there as well. A couple guys quickly I just wanted to say, too, of course, playing safety here now tonight is number 7, Sam Palmer, senior for GSL. He'll be filling in for Zach Nowak that's back there usually.
Shotgun running back to each side of the quarterback. Run down the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the right side. Going to hand it off up the middle, trying to weave his way through across the 10 up to the 13-yard line. A pickup of 4 on that carry for number 6, Wyatt McCabe. Yes, 6.
Of course, other guys that are out there now, too, for some of these injuries, playing DN number 89, Toby Noldner. He filled in for Eaker last week when he got injured right away. He'll be playing DN. And then Caden Lang is going to be playing linebacker tonight, filling in for Clockman as well. So a lot of new names out there, but still have had some time here last week on the field.
3rd and 9 for Watertown-Mayer. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Running back to the left of the quarterback. Run down, takes the chest-high snap. 4-man rush, has time, looks, heaves, throws deep, far side. That one is knocked away, nearly wrapped in by John Mueller on the far side. But great defensive coverage to sought that one out of his hands before Mueller could reel it in.
Great job right there. That's number 25, Carter Rushmeyer, doing a great job staying back there. That time I really like how Carter advanced so far from even last week, right? Staying with the receiver the whole time. But as that ball's coming, he lets it hit the hands and then immediately swats it out. That's a spectacular job by the junior.
Mitch Jaskoliak back to return the punts, of course. It has been Novak throughout the season, but again, he's out tonight. Jaskoliak standing at the Royal 45-yard line as looking to punt from his own end zone is Aiden Pope. He gets the snap. Pressure comes. He gets the punt away to the far sideline. It'll hop at the 35. Take a royal hop up to the 40. Keeps spinning. End over end up to the 42-yard line. But great starting field position for GSL. 1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 42-yard line. They forced a 3 and out on the first drive for the Royals of Watertown-Mayer.
Want to get one more person that's going to be out on this defensive side of the field here tonight, filling in for Christensen now. That's going to be the D-back number 15, Porter Mikolajczyk. He's coming in to fill in for Jacob Christensen on the defensive side.
And Porter is a slightly taller cornerback.
Yeah, I would say slightly.
6'4"?
6'4", where, of course, Jacob Christensen, 5'10".
On a good day.
On a good day.
With cleats on. Wishbone backfield. Medina to the right of Jaskoliak. Stiff to the fullbacks. Stifter under center. That's Jackson. Play action. Has a man wide open. Butcher standing at the 20. Bobbles. They can't reel it in. Oh, he was standing by himself. Was Riley Butcher and Jackson Stifter. The problem was, I think Butcher spun himself around. He twisted himself too many times as that pass was floating to him in the air. It's incomplete.
Butcher goes out, and of course, the first thing he does, he's on the far right side towards the Watertown side. Turns to his right shoulder, right, so he's facing the sideline, but he kind of stumbles a bit, turns himself into a complete circle, and then has to go in another circle to get to the pass. And, yeah, just a little bit there. You just got to make sure you've got your mechanics down when you're catching these passes.
2nd and 10, one wide out each side. Medina goes wide left, Butcher to the right, I formation backfield with Jaskoliak, the deep man, a mesh play, and a fumble. Ball's loose on the ground. Did Watertown-Mayer get it? No, it will be 3rd down. GSL holds on to it. Jackson Stifter falls back on it, hands it to the officials, and big break there on the mesh play, Adam. For the Panthers, they end up picking up 2, but that could have been a lot worse.
Biggest thing here, I believe, is just going to be it's getting used to who's back there now. You know, Christensen, maybe a different mesh handoff compared to what it was like with Jackson Stifter's brother, Jacob Stifter. You know, so these guys got to work together, make sure they understand of how hard I'm going to pull, how hard I'm going to keep when the mesh play there. Got to make sure you get those fundamentals down early here.
2 brothers fighting over the football.
Weird, huh?
Sounds like the Stifter household.
Yeah.
3rd and 8. Ball in the far hash at the Watertown-Mayer 40-yard line. They ran out of time and will have to use an early timeout. Here will GSL as the play clock was down to 2. 9:31 left to go in the first quarter. First drive for GSL. No score on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Bergman's got you covered with floor covering, window treatments, cabinets, and cabinet countertops. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
For you season. One other interesting note here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. From last week's snow, trying to get it off the field, we now have unofficial frozen hay bales on the side of the field.
Yes.
Kind of very interesting, especially under the scoreboard. There's a lot of those, but
definitely.
That was just to get the field playable for last week. The field looks great last week. It does again this week. You got the numbers. They got the colors you normally see. The black at the midfield, the 20-yard lines with the purple stripes on it. But now a 3rd and 8 for GSL. As we get ready here for this 3rd and 8. They send Medina out right, Jaskoliak wide to the left. Schroeder covering him defensively. Handoff up the middle. Jacob Stifter with it off the handoff from Jackson, and he'll get enough for a first down across the 35 up to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 9. I will try and make sure I keep my Stifters straight throughout this game as you got Jackson, the quarterback, and Jacob, the fullback.
I got to make the correction. I'm already getting it from people in Silver Lake. They are not brothers. They are related, I believe, but not brothers.
Well, that's
so
on you.
I apologize for that. It's hard to keep kids in
that's a you thing. I did not know that.
I'm out of the loop. My bad.
Hayes, what's wrong with you?
That's my mother-in-law even corrected me on that.
Oh, boy, that's not good. Hand off, second man through, Jaskoliak right side, met in the backfield, and he's brought down there. No gain on the play. Great open field tackle for Watertown-Mayer. Trying to see what number that was, but it was a great open field tackle for the Royals on that one. I think that was number 80. Was that? Yeah, Mueller with the tackle.
Yeah, and right now GSL, of course, just kind of miscuing on a couple of things right here. They got to try to make sure they can get that movement.
Oh, and Jaskoliak looks hurt here, and he goes down. And they're going to stop action here to get him off the field. He came back, and all of a sudden he was standing outside of the huddle, and he was just kind of limping. It might be
I think it's more of just a cramp is what it is there.
Believe so.
He got up, and he's walking to the sideline by himself here, of course. Coach Lemke and the trainer out there right away just to help out, but they're going to send in Bo Leppel now to be that halfback for him.
But that takes a huge offensive chunk of this team off the field.
We'll see. It might not
he got tackled weird, too, on that play. He was pulled down to the side.
It might not be a cramp. It might just be a little bit more. Maybe something got hit in the shin or something. We'll see what happens here on the sidelines.
2nd and 10 for GSL at the Watertown-Mayer 31-yard line, going right to left. As I mentioned, an east-southeast breeze, not much there. Butcher goes wide right, wing T backfield. Jackson Stifter under center, hands it off, end around, fumble, picked back up on the hop by Medina, and he gets hit in the backfield for a loss of 2. And the ball being scrummed for like it was still loose. Medina does come up with it, including about half the defense laying on top of him, and Moses Medina, not the biggest guy, 5'6", 155, a loss of 3 on that carry.
Yeah, Medina he's got to get his sea legs under him, right? He's got to get used to the speed of the game at the varsity level. It's just going to take him a little bit here, but at the same time, too, he kind of tried to accept that handoff there by just grabbing onto it with both hands. got to make the breadbasket, right? Make sure you're getting the cup in there, get the ball inside the gut there a little bit, tucking it into the shoulder, or into the elbow, I should say.
3rd and 11. Shotgun, 4 wide, 3 left, 1 right. Ball in the left hash, running back to the left. And, boy, there's some late movement there for GSL. Flag on the play. Throw will be caught. That will be a false start or an illegal formation.
Yep.
I'm not sure if Medina, they're supposed to, one of the 3 wideouts on the left side was supposed to be on the line of scrimmage, and none of them were. And there was a late movement, I think, by Medina up to the line of scrimmage, but that's when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, Medina he was off the line of scrimmage, has to try to get up quickly. Bo Leppo as well, too, trying to get set to make sure he was on the line or where he needed to be. A lot of confusion right there. I think what the coaching staff needs to do after this series, bring them all over, correct them, settle them down a little bit, and get them back into this game.
3rd and 17 for GSL at the Watertown-Mayer 38-yard line. Jackson Stifter, the quarterback, going out there. Jacob Stifter still the fullback. Still out on the field. He'll be the running back to the left of Jackson. Jackson in the shotgun, takes a snap, quick looking right, throwing right. That one's intercepted. It's a pick 6 the other way. Watertown-Mayer is going to take it to the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! All by himself, taking it the distance. Connor Donovan with the pick 6 on that one, went 70 yards on the pick 6 for the Royals, and they have an early 6-0 lead.
Too bad right there, of course. Jackson Stifter just trying to force the pass in there a little bit, and a little behind compared to where he maybe should have passed it there, but you got to give Donovan the props right there. He just read that perfectly, jumps the route, able to snatch it in, and away he goes for 70 yards for a touchdown, pick 6.
And that's exactly one of the keys. If you're Watertown-Mayer, you want to try and get a big turnover early. They did. They get the points. First interception of the season thrown by Jackson Stifter, and it goes for 6 the other way. And now Aiden Pope on for the extra point. Excuse me, that's Ashton Hexel. Ashton Hexel, the 5'8", 130-pound sophomore. Snap there, spot down, kick up, and it is good on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. It now reads Watertown-Mayer 7, GSL 0. Seven nothing lead, 70-yard pick 6. And the Royals, who averaged just 7 points a game. Now, if you're a Panther fan, you start looking on the sideline, Jaskowiak getting taped up on that left leg, left ankle area. They've already out-Clockman, Christensen from their normal, that's their whole starting backfield, currently not on the field for GSL. You're on your backup quarterback. There are a lot of things here that, for Watertown-Mayer, the Royals are starting to sense there might be some blood in the water, and there may be an opportunity here tonight for them.
Yeah, and like I said, I think this is where that coaching staff has to bring that offense to the sideline here after this series now, of course, and they got to settle them down. They got to make sure everyone's on the same page and continuing to do what they have to do to move that ball down the field.
Hexel to kick it off from the 40. Good boot into this one. It'll go all the way back to the 12-yard line where it's caught by Leppel, taking it to the near side at the 20. Trying to break an arm tackle and brought down at the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. And we'll see how the offense looks here after that first drive, which was stop and start at times, and then the big pick 6 by Donovan to go to the distance. Change things up for Watertown-Mayer. They lead 7-0. 1st and 10 at their own 23, going right to left for GSL with 6:39 left to go, first quarter.
Jaskowiak here on the sidelines. He did get his ankle retaped, of course. They taped it up just a little bit higher. Shoe is going back on here, so we'll see if he gets back into this game.
Jackson Stifter, the quarterback. Jacob Stifter, the fullback behind him. Then you got Bo Leppo and Moses Medina. They'll hand it off to Leppo right side, trying to find some room, look for a jump back cut lane. He'll dive forward up to the 25, 26-yard line for a pickup of 3.
True test coming up here for Bo Leppo. What I think it's going to be is just proving to his brothers that he is the fastest Leppo out of all of them and not the slowest like they've said before. So going to be fun to see how he just adapts to the offensive side of the ball. We haven't seen him as a running back yet this year, but of course they do practice with him. He's kind of considered that second group of running backs, so it'll be interesting to see how he progresses here too.
2nd and 7 for GSL. Baumgarten goes wide to the left. Wing T backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Jacob behind him. Flanker right side is Medina. They'll hand it off to Stifter. Up got to make you feel pretty good if you're the offense for the Royals.
Yeah, absolutely. They got some wind in their sails right now. The momentum is on their side here, and they got to see if they can keep things going against this GSL defense.
Shotgun formation. 3 wide to the left, ball in the right hash, running back off to the left of the quarterback, Rundell. Take the snap. Quick swing pass out left side, finding a little bit of room, gets a block across the 20, up to the 25-yard line with it, falling forward. I think that was McCabe. It's going to be close to a first down. Waiting for people with binoculars to try and decipher. Their 6 and 8 and 9s all look very similar, even the 5s on these jerseys. Donovan did get that one. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Apologize for the delay on some of these identification for the Watertown-Mayer players, but their numbers are red on white jerseys. Not that bad, but they're scrunched together. Hard hop. Hard count. Think it worked for Watertown-Mayer. Got to jump on the front line from GSL, and they'll get a free 5 yards.
At GSL right now, just not mentally in this game. They've got to calm themselves down, calm the nerves. Remember what you did last week, right? You played a great team last week. You kept your composure out there. Right now, GSL just all out of whack right now as they come up to that ball.
1st and 5, 3 wide outs to the right, ball on the left hash. Rundell, the quarterback. Running back off to his right, takes the high snap, turn, hand off with it, trying to find room on the left side, cut it back inside is Cole Lang. He'll get it up to the 34-yard line, where he'll be brought down for a pickup of 2. Clock rolling here as the first quarter nearing the end, 30 seconds left to go. Watertown-Mayer doesn't have to run a play if they don't want to here.
They might try to get one more off, I think.
That's what it looks like. 2nd and 3 upcoming. Because there's about a second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So they wouldn't have to run one, but they will bring the offense at least out there. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. McCabe to the right of quarterback Rundell. Ball in the left hash. 5 on the clock. Now Rundell standing around looking like they're going to take it to the end of the quarter, and they will. 7-0, the big lead for Watertown-Mayer. Is there an upset brewing? We'll take a 60-second timeout, come back in 60 here on KGLB.
Whether you're opening your first savings account or building credit, buying your first car or purchasing a home, starting a business or saving for retirement, CoreTrust provides you with the tools you need for your financial success. When you're ready to take the next step, CoreTrust will be here, right by your side. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
For outrageously great food, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, and all-you-can-eat buffet, salad bar, and more. Plus, book one of their back rooms for your next occasion. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe.
Lakes Gas is your #1 source for propane in the area. Whether it's propane to heat your home, for your stove or grill, your
Everyone to Stevens Seminary Stadium. 2nd and 3 for Watertown-Mayer, now going right to left. We're in the away white uniforms. Rundell takes a snap, quick swing, out pass, out route far side. Caught, going to get the first down across to the 40 and brought down there. Pickup of 6 on the pitch and catch to Donovan. And a first down.
Just a nice little job there, nice little out and 5 right away. Lindell gets into it, Lindell passes the ball. Donovan gets it. Good blocking downfield by the other receivers as well. Just a beautiful job right there to get that first down for Watertown-Mayer.
1st and 10 at their own 40, now going right to left for Watertown-Mayer. McCabe, the running back, to the left of the quarterback. Rundell takes a snap, quick pitch out left side, trying to find the edge. Here's McCabe, he's looking for a lane in, will not find it. Good job stretching that play out defensively by GSL. Pickup of 1 for McCabe.
Good job right there. Of course, Jacob Stifter coming in, making that tackle, but great job as well by Carter Rushmeyer, Bo Leppel getting to the outside edge, trying to force that running back up inside, back towards all of the traffic there. Just a beautiful job by GSL cutting off the run, forcing him back to the middle, and making a big tackle.
2nd and 9. Shotgun 3 wide to the right, ball on the left hash. Running back off to the right of the quarterback Rundell is McCabe. Takes the chest-high snap, looking right, staring right, quick throw out right side. Caught with it, Mueller gets it across the 45, puts a foot on the ground. He'll be close to a first down. See where they spot it here. Is it enough? No, it's going to be about a half yard short on the pass to Mueller. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, where are they going to spot it here? Are they going to put it at the 50? Because if they put it at the 50, that should be a first down then.
Just behind it.
Oh, they're going to signal first down.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, there you go. First down. I was wondering with the way they ended up spotting it. I thought if they put it at midfield, they pretty much have to signal a first down because it was at the 40 before. Then knows the ball touching the 50, so that's where they get the first down at midfield. 3 wide outs to the left, running back to the left of the quarterback. Rundell is McCabe. Takes the chest head high snap, quick swing pass through the hands, and he threw a bullet through the hands of Connor Donovan.
And that's what we're kind of seeing here right away, right? Watertown-Mayer is going to play the real little quick step back and throw type of passing game, and GSL just right now kind of getting caught off guard with that. This may come down to 2 where they have to get a little bit of that jam in there a little bit, try to throw the receivers off a little, making so they can't quite get to that quick little route.
2nd and 10, 3 wideouts to the left. Running back to the left of the quarterback, Rundell. They send 3 wideouts over to the left, and there's only 2 defenders by them. Rundell takes a snap, turn handoff up the middle. McCabe with it, gets a little room across midfield. He gets up to the 45 of GSL. A nice pickup of 5 for Watertown-Mayer. And the Royals leading 7-0 thanks to a pick 6 by Connor Donovan on the first offensive drive for GSL. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now at the GSL 46-yard line. That's where they end up spotting them.
And this is that gut check time for GSL, right? You got big 3rd and 6 coming up. They've got to try to find a way to slow them down, either make them punt it or have that 4th down play coming up. But still, big stop here. Need a lot of pressure in that backfield.
Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side, running back to the right of the quarterback, Rundell. Slot left is Donovan. Takes the chest-high snap, swing pass over left side, McCabe, and that one is incomplete, a forward pass, but incomplete. Trying to throw it over to McCabe on the left side. And it'll bring up now a 4th and 6, and, oh yeah, if you're Watertown-Mayer, this is definitely go-for-it territory.
Rundell there, of course, just throwing it out to his receiver quickly, but
punt team's coming out, excuse me.
But like McCabe, he took that step backwards kind of to get back in that little opening a little bit more, and Rundell just kind of threw it out too quickly in front of him there, and of course, big incompletion there. Now the punt team comes out for Watertown-Mayer.
And now Moses Medina will be back to return the punt. He stands at his own 10. Hexel to punt from his own 39-yard line. 4th and 6. Snap is high, but Hexel gets to it at the 35, and he'll punt it away from there. Coming to the near side, hops to the 20, takes a sideways roll. It'll go at the 18-yard line, and that's where GSL will start. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line with 9:15 remaining in the first half. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, it reads Watertown-Mayer 7, GSL 0.
That's a huge stop for GSL now. Now the biggest thing is that offense has got to find momentum, and they need to keep that ball moving down the field here, making sure they continue to block up front in that trenches, but those running backs as well, coming through that hole, they've got to make sure they maintain their blocks, opening it up for that ball carrier.
Baumgarten goes wide to the left. Bo Leppel goes to the right, a pro set backfield with Stifter and Medina. Jackson Stifter takes a snap, mesh play, keeps it himself, goes right side with it. Stifter across the 25, wrapped up, brought down, good open field tackle on that one by Connor Donovan, but it's enough for a first down, a pickup of 12 for Jackson Stifter.
Good job by Jackson Stifter, selling the fake on the mesh very well, getting around, good blocking by the offensive line, also by the running backs, doing a good job sealing that off and allowing him to get that first down.
1st and 10 at their own 30, 9 minutes and counting left to go in the first half, 7-0 the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer. Stifter takes a snap, turn, handoff, Leppel up the middle, bouncing left side, wrapped up, brought down, didn't get too far, gets across the 30 to the 32 as he was met at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for a pickup of 2. Clock rolling here. The thing that's interesting to see how this offense does, they have a completely different backfield than what they had last week.
Completely.
It is.
Besides the quarterback.
Yeah. All the running backs are all new. Jackson Stifter, the quarterback. Jacob Stifter, the fullback. Leppel, the deep man in the eye. Medina, slot right. Wide right is Butcher. Going to keep mesh play right side of the option to pitch. He'll pitch it to Leppel. He gets it at 35. Good job covering there by Wyatt McCabe to tackle him and bring him down to the 36-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the option pitch to Leppel.
Good job right there. You still had the option. Like you said, the pitch goes out. Bo Leppel right there to hold on to it. Does get positive yardage, which you just got to do right now for GSL, right? Build that momentum up. Keep getting them positive yards, chipping away at it, trying to get that first down. Now a big 3rd down and 4 comes up here for GSL.
And we saw this last week, too. GSL really leaning on that right side of the offensive line. Wishbone backfield turn, handoff, going to go left side with it. Medina looking for something. He gets met and brought down. Boy, he got hit and stuck on the spot on that one. Good tackle, good stop on the play. Number 77, that's Jackson Drahos with the tackle. No gain for Medina, and the punt team will come out for GSL.
And you know, again, if you're not watching at home, you don't see it, and I'll hear you too. I mean, Moses Medina, not a very big running back. He's got to get going a little bit more at the legs, stay low, making sure you can squeak through some of them blocking. Right now, he's just got to find his feel. He's got to find the feel for the game here.
5'6", 155 for him. To punt is Silas, gets it his own 25. The punt is away. This time the return team a little bit deeper. High hop, be picked up by the back man. Taking it to the far side with it is McCabe across the 35, across the 40. He's got a roll across midfield to the 45. Silas runs him out of bounds into GSL territory. A net of 1 yard on the punt as the return was all the way back to the GSL 38 in great starting field position for the Royals.
Right there, of course, your safety man, the punter, Silas, does a good job reading that angle, gets over there, saves another big run. I mean, it was still a big run for Watertown-Mayer, but saves even what could have been a bigger run, possibly even just going the distance for 6. Kicks him out of bounds. DSL's defense comes out there.
And remember, a guy that's been big on special teams for tackles is Mitch Clockman, who's also out tonight for GSL.
Yeah, he's kind of your nut man, as we call him, right? He's the guy that gets down there as quickly as possible and just breaks through all the barriers. And without him, now you got to have that next guy step up.
1st and 10 at the GSL 37-yard line. Shotgun 4 wide for Rundell. Put a man in motion right to left. They'll fake it to him. Looking quick pass over the middle. Man open, caught! On the run is Donovan! 10-5, touchdown! Donovan! 38 yards! And just like that, it's a 2-score lead for Watertown-Mayer.
Just a little bit of a faultiness there in the defense, of course. The safety getting sucked in a little bit towards the right side over here. I should say left side towards GSL sideline. And wide open down the middle, Donovan there, that second option for him. He's able to find him, makes the pass. Beautiful pass by him. Another 6 for Watertown-Mayer Royals.
Second touchdown of the night from Donovan. He caught one pass from Stifter. He caught one pass from Rundell. Rundell to hold on for the extra point is Hexel with 6:41 left to go. Snap is there, spot on the tee, kick is up, end over end, and it is good. 14-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Watertown-Mayer leads over GSL with 6:41 left to go in the first half. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB. Down pass from Rundell to Donovan. Just like that, extra point from Hexel up and good. 14-0 the lead in favor. Watertown-Mayer over GSL. GSL is going with a completely new backfield. No Christensen, no Klockman, no Nowak, and Jaskowiak hurt on the second offensive play of the game for GSL. Stifter threw a pick 6. Offense has been going now, that's Jackson Stifter, now been going through Moses Medina, Jacob Stifter, and Bo Leppel as the new backfield for GSL. Hexel to kick it off. Reminder, St. Conceit and Broughton want you to make sure you get your seat for the 2021 season. Leppel catches one over his head at the 10-yard line, takes to the near side of the 15 to the 20, 25, keeps the legs churning. He'll get a couple extra yards there at the end up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 27 for GSL, trailing by 2 scores to Watertown-Mayer. And Adam, I don't know who would have predicted this one tonight.
Yeah, just by what you've seen all season, but at the same time, when you've got a lot of changes in that backfield, guys that just aren't used to playing yet either, even on the defensive side, you got to try to correct yourself and pick up a little bit for that other guy that doesn't know. You got to work together. That's the biggest thing.
Wing T backfield, single wide out to the right. Jackson Stifter under center, turn, handoff coming around right side as Leppel trying to find a cutback lane. He has to, and he'll dive forward up to the 29-yard line for a pickup of 2, trying to go right side, but that play nearly got blown up in the backfield there, Adam.
Almost. Good job, though, still. The lineman turns and runs the guy through the backfield since he's already kind of passed him. Bo Leppel does a nice job noticing that, taking that cut inside, still able to get positive yards, even though not a very big gain.
2nd and 8 for GSL. Trailing by a score of 14-0 to Watertown-Mayer. Donovan a pick 6, then a touchdown reception of 38 yards from Russell. That's the difference right now. That's all the scoring. 2nd and 8, handoff right side up the middle with it. Leppel keeps the legs turning. He'll get enough for a first down across the 35 up to the 37. It's a pickup of 8 and a first down.
Good job by Bo Leppel there, following that blocking core, getting through there, able to find that nice little hole. And he even kind of gets up. He's not used to getting hit. He's used to laying the hits, right? And he kind of gets up again, too, and gives like, oh, man, I'm not used to this stuff.
1st and 10, wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Fumble the snap. It's loose. It's on the ground. Who got it?
I think Stifter ends up staying on it.
I've never seen a team with their arms point the other direction as much as Watertown. That's about. I think the ball's been on the floor 3 times in this game, and I think everybody on the bench for Watertown-Mayer said, "No, we got it. We definitely have it."
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 10 now for GSL.
Quick update, of course. Light and Power scoreboard. Gophers down 14-21 with 9:51 left in the first half.
Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, keeping you up to date on all the scores going around the area. We'll also try and get you a halftime at the half. We'll try and get you an update on the DC Litchfield game. Keep right side, Jackson Stifter with it, following his blockers. Gets Metz spun out of the initial tackle. Be close to a first down. I think it's a pickup of 9 for Jackson Stifter on the keep right side. I think, Adam, GSL's going to have to play a little bit more of an option game here, I think, the rest of the way going forward.
I think so, too. So far, that's the play calls that have had the most success, right? And, of course, once again, we see what head coach Scott Chimpley talked about last week.
Easy for you to say.
Exactly. The right side has been a little bit stronger than the left, so that's what they're always looking for.
3rd and 1, going to hand it off up the middle right side, trying to find room as Lepler is going to be close. We'll see what the spot is. It looks like it's enough for a first down. Yep, and they do give it. Yeah, near side. Signaled it. Yep, first down.
If they gave the first down that 50-yard line one for the Watertown-Mayer Royals, they should give this one that as well.
Good spot for GSL on that one. Gets them a first down. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line, going left to right, trailing 14-0. 4:17 left to go in this first half, and what's been a pretty briskly played first half of football. One wide out each side. Pro set backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Jacob moved early. And things continue. That just is how the game's been going for GSL so far.
Yeah, just a mental breakdown once again, like I said, right? And this is where you got to stay together. Keep in your own mind. Don't let what's happening in the game get to you. Don't let the surrounding atmosphere get to you. You got to stay within your own mental capability there and make sure you're playing out the game.
1st and 15, 4:03, 4 minutes and counting left to go in the first half. 14-0, the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer over GSL. 2 wideouts to the right. Medina slot right, I formation backfield. Takes the snap, mesh play, keep right side. Option with it is Jackson Stifter. Keeps it, he'll get up to the 45-yard line. Gets 3 yards on the play to Stifter. Jackson Stifter with the carry.
One thing I've noticed a little bit here, right, and I understand things aren't going your way, but GSL, they've kind of got that look like, oh, man, we're so down. Got to keep that tempo up, right? This is how you've always performed as a team. You got to make sure you keep that tempo and keep plugging away.
2nd and 13, wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center, turn handoff. Lepel with it, having to skirt away from the initial tackle in the backfield. Kept the legs moving across the 45 up to the 48, maybe 49-yard line for a pickup of 4. And there's a lot of defensive players kind of shooting through into the backfield here, Adam.
Yeah, a lot of pressure right now coming from that defensive line, and they're even sometimes they're bringing that blitz with that inside linebacker. GSL's just got to find a way to work together, especially in that line, right? Making sure you're picking up those gaps, shifting over if you got to. Make sure you make that block. Don't allow as much pressure as you have been here in that backfield.
3rd and 8, wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center, takes a snap, turn, handoff, second man through, right side with it. Lepel got room across midfield. Gets over a submarine tackle attempt across the 45 to the 42, and a first down, and a pickup of 9 on that one, and a huge first down.
That's a big first down picked up right there by Bo Leppo and the GSL Panthers. Great job by him. They're kind of a little more of a methodical run, right? Allowing the play to develop in front of him, finds that gap, turns on the burners a little bit there and gets through and picks up a big first down.
And now GSL offensively has to hurry up a little bit here. Only 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half, trailing 14-0. Gonna do the option play right side. Jackson Stifter, he's in trouble. He's met in, as Adam so eloquently put it up. Loss of 1.
And that's just right there is Jackson Stifter ends up losing his footing right there in the grass. And you know, like we said, it's drier out there, but it's still a little damp and wet here, of course, with some warmer air that we've had. It's been cool all these other days. You're going to get a little dampness out there. And plus, now, remember, there was a skid steer that was on here moving all this snow off last week. That ground is compacted a little bit, too.
2nd and 11, wing T backfield, minute 45 and counting left to go. Handoff coming around right side. Bo Lepel with it. Found a cutback lane across the 40. Stepped away from the guy at the 35. Keeps the legs moving close to the 31-yard line. Looks like it'll be enough, and it is. Pickup of 11 for Lepel and a first down.
Good job by Bo Lepel. Once again, just methodically letting it kind of go. He's got to make a quick cut to get up into the field, but then just finding those lanes. Nice little juke there a little bit. Gets and cuts through there. Beautiful job by Bo Lepel.
Minute 41 left to go and counting. 14-0 Watertown-Mayer leading over GSL. Jackson Stifter takes a snap, handoff. Jacob Stifter up the middle with it. Keeps the legs turning across the 30 up to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 3. Clock rolling. GSL trailing by 14. And a minute 20 and counting left to go. Jackson Stifter going over to the sideline to get the play call. We saw, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Well, last week we saw a miss by Silas from about 45. They got to get at least another 10 to 15 yards here to get in field goal range. Minute 3 left to go. Not hurrying out of the huddle. Down to a minute. Wishbone backfield. Stifter takes a snap. Play action. Looking to pass. Pressure coming. Wrapped up. Brought down. Sack on the play. First man in on that one was, I believe, what was the number there? 66? 68, excuse me. Nick Anderstrom with the sack on the play, and GSL will now use a timeout with 47 seconds left to go. A 3rd and 12 upcoming. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interior, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
Well, Adam, I'll let you kind of talk through because that play had a lot that didn't. There were 2 fakes that were involved in that play, but neither of the running backs were there for the fakes.
Yeah.
And everyone went out on their routes, and Stifter just didn't have time at the end of the day.
Yeah, and Stifter tried to step up into the pocket there to give himself that extra little bit, but whoever that rushing end came around, able to collapse in that pocket a little bit more. Stifter just couldn't quite get out of there. But that's, again, too, as a running back, like, you've got an option, right? You've got that route you have to take. But if you're kind of that security route, too, and if you see a guy blitzing, your objective, put him off of his route, right? Get into him a little bit, put a block on him, give Stifter that time he needs to make that pass.
GSL with the ball at the Watertown-Mayer 33-yard line. It'd be even about a 51-yarder from here. Don't think that's quite in Silas's range. He's warming up on the sideline just in case. 3rd and 12. Single wide out, Baumgarten to the left. Pro formation backfield going out to his left. Looking swing pass. Whoa! Mueller nearly picked that one off. Trying to find Jacob Stifter in the flat on the left side, and that throw was low and just went over the head of Mueller. He got his hands up and just could not reel it in for a pick.
Yeah, Mueller just does a good job getting the big paws up right away and getting it into Stifter's eyes there, and just nothing he could do. He tried to force it through again, almost picked off, but again, too, you got other options. And I saw Scott Trimpley give him, like, you got to look downfield a little bit. Medina was down there. He was down there. Guy kind of slacked off on the route there on the coverage, and biggest thing is, though, too, is does he have that time to set up for a bigger pass like that?
4th and 12 for GSL at the Watertown-Mayer 33-yard line. Need to get to the 21 for a first down. Under center, 4 wide. Takes a snap to Stifter. 4-man rush. Pressure comes. Threes it deep. Near side, and it is out of play. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. The defense stands tall for the Royals. They brought 5 on that one and just got enough pressure on them at the end to really force that pass out of bounds.
Yeah, just right there. Enough pressure there, too, and that's a long pass as well, and remind you, you've got not much of a wind. You kind of got it going with you a little bit too, but Stifter there just kind of getting a little too much, and it ends up floating out of bounds even. But huge stop for Watertown-Mayer. They've kind of got the momentum right here. Now GSL, the biggest factor here is make the stops. Let's get in at halftime, make the corrections we need, and get back out here at the second half.
1st and 10. 3 timeouts for Watertown-Mayer. If they want to give it a shot here, they got the timeouts to do it. Shotgun 4 wide. Rundell takes a snap. He'll hand it off to McCabe. McCabe going left side with it across the 35 up to the 40 and locked down at the 41-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the play. We'll see how much Watertown-Mayer tries to push here. Started at their own 33 and a good pickup of 8 on first down. Not using their timeouts. 20 seconds left to go. GSL will get the ball first in the second half, but they trail 14-0. 13 seconds left to go. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Takes a snap. Rundell, quick throw over the middle. Incomplete. Oh, nearly intercepted. They were trying to hit McCabe underneath on a quick route there and let him run kind of like the Donovan touchdown. Not able to happen on that one, and nearly turned into an interception for GSL.
Yeah, that's a great job right there by Caden Lang. Of course, a guy that had to step up last week. He's in there as a starting role this week. Great read by him, but he just stayed in front of that receiver, right? Played the great coverage, stayed in his face, turns, makes a great play on the ball, just couldn't haul it in for that INT.
3rd and 2, 4 wide, shotgun formation. Running back to the left of the quarterback, Rundell. GSL just showing a 4-man rush. Now they'll hand it off. McCabe with it, trying to bounce it right side. He will go nowhere. And a timeout. Nope, that will do it for the first half of action. And boy, we got ourselves an upset brewing here in Glencoe. At the half on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, it reads Watertown-Mayer 14, GSL 0. We're back with your halftime report. Your GSL, you're down 14. Panthers, and I don't think this is any trade secret, not exactly known as a high-flying offense over the years. And without Jaskowiak, who is probably your biggest home run threat out there, not on the field, now who's going to step up? Who's going to be able to make that big play for the Panthers offensively to try and jumpstart this team and get them going in that second half?
Yeah, you got to find your playmaker right now, right? You got to find the guy that's going to step up to the plate and say, hey, I'm gonna, here's a baseball window, right? I'm gonna smack this one out of the park, right? I'm gonna make sure I get
What
out
do you know
there.
about baseball?
Not much, but you got to get up there and you got to be ready to go. And so far in this game, the guy that's really stepped up a lot is Bo Leppel, who, by the way, was actually the third running back to come out there tonight because Jaskowiak was in there. He fills in for Jaskowiak. He's really come on. He's found his niche on the offensive side of the ball. He's working hard out there. The biggest thing is, though, is now can he break one out for one of those big plays? But like I said, the big play is really going to come up in the offensive line. They've got to hold blocks, keep the pressure off Stifter if he's going to step back and pass, or if they continue to run that option play. We've seen it work great to the right side, but you can't consistently run to the right side, right? They're going to start to notice that. They're going to notice that set. They're going to sniff it out.
You would think, yes.
You got to find a way to mix it up a little bit and get to that left side. But then that comes to the left side stepping up, right? We got to seal some blocks and allow some room for them running backs.
Yes, the left, right? Right, left,
The left, right.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Roger.
That's
Got
right.
it. 14-0, what?
I got another scoreboard update, of course.
Oh, yeah.
GSL's down 0-14, right? Well, the Gophers at one point were down that as well. Now they just took their lead, 28-21 over Maryland with 2:46 left in the first half. They just scored Muhammad Ibrahim, of course, with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Watertown-Mayer looking to snap a 29-game losing streak. They lead 14-0 at the half. That's your halftime stats and halftime report. Brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. We'll take a 3-minute time. For the second half of action, let's take a quick look around the scoreboard from around the area. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, another score at the half. Big one tonight. Litchfield leading 12-7 over DC. That game at the half going on up in Litchfield. Of course, other games in the East Central South going on tonight. Annandale's on the road. I believe that, yeah, they're at Foley tonight. New London Spicer is on the road at Zimmerman tonight. And Holy Family on the road tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, excuse me, taking on St. Cloud Cathedral in matchups going on in the East Central South. Of course, other Section 2 AAA, as I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, coming into the night, 2 3-0 teams in the section. Rockford undefeated, victory last week over Melrose 35-22. Rockford taking on Montevideo tonight. And of course, Litchfield, we know, undefeated as well. Then 2 2-1 teams with GSL and DC. And then the rest, 0-4. Holy Family, Watertown-Mayer. Providence Academy, which is a little surprising. Belle Plaine is having a real rough year. They're down 35-0 at the half to Jordan in their game going on right now. No updates on the Rockford or on Providence Academy at that on either of their games. But right now, the story before us is the 29-game losing streak for Watertown-Mayer. They are trying to snap here tonight at Stevens Seminary Stadium. And I don't know how far back we have to go into the record books. I know I don't have anything from 04 on.
Right.
Where GSL has lost to Watertown-Mayer, and I believe the number is still 0 in the all-time records between Watertown-Mayer and GSL.
I believe so. I can't tell you that.
I'm not 100%
really
sure. Kip Kovar, if you are listening, shoot us a little thing to note, but I believe that to be correct. I could be wrong, but there's not many victories for the Royals in this football. You don't call it a rivalry. You just call it a matchup with the way it's been going. And it's 14-0 at the half in favor of Watertown-Mayer, leading over GSL. Mr. Adam Diamond, do you have a score update on the Gopher game? Are they at the half in that Gopher game?
It is. Actually, I just pulled it down.
I was waiting for you to pull it down and try and take selfies of yourself.
No, 1:30 left in that first half. Yeah, Gopher still leading 28-21, but Maryland now is driving, but they did just have a penalty, so they backed up 5 yards.
All right, there you go. GSL will have the ball first in the second half, and Adam, I think one thing that was interesting, the Panthers came out here at the half. I haven't seen the guys run through the old sheet like with the power they had, and I saw guys throwing their long sleeve jackets they had onto the ground. There was a lot of hop in the step of the Panthers coming out to start this second half.
Well, and that's what you need, right? I mean, that's the main thing too about going in at halftime is making some adjustments, especially if you're down in the game. Make the adjustments, get back out there, get that hype underneath you, and go to work. You know, that's the biggest thing here is they got to just maintain their concentration out there. It starts over at half. That was always one thing that GSL coaching staff has always told everybody, right? Starts over at the half, 0-0, got to win the half now. So you win the half, but at the same time, you got to win the game, right? So you got to make sure you're getting down that field, blocking, running, just doing everything you possibly can to keep yourself in this game.
And again, remember, GSL without Mitch Chiskoyak, Jacob Christensen, Mitch Klockman, and Zach Nowak here tonight, and Jaden Eaker on the defensive side. Those are big names off of this team, and that's including their 3 main running backs are out. Remember, they're already on their backup quarterback with Jackson Stifter. And this is a very interesting scenario this game has stumbled into here, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just watching down here. Of course, you got Klockman, Christensen, as well as now Jaskowiak all sitting around and just kind of talking about things. And your 3 running backs are sitting out there on the sidelines, and they're like, you know, what do you do? It is what it is. But you can watch Jaskowiak walk out here from halftime, and he's got a pretty good limp on it. Now, of course, it's tightened up here now since he hasn't been running on it or things like that. But it's going to be interesting to see, can he get himself back into this for next week? But right now, the concentration, of course, is winning this game against Watertown-Mayer.
GSL will have the ball first in the second half. They'll be going right to left across your screen. Dial whatever you're listening to us on this Friday night. Watertown-Mayer trying to snap a 29-game losing streak here in Glencoe tonight. That's not just that's all games. They're trying to snap a 29-game losing streak for Watertown-Mayer. They'll be kicking it off, going left to right. Time for your Sink and Seed and Broughton kickoff. Kickoff every season and every spring with Sink and Seeds in Broughton. Right, you get your seeds for the 2021 harvest season.
Want to say thank you to everyone tuning in wherever you are, radio, app, computers, of course, watching the GSL YouTube channel. Thank you very much. again, please be safe out there, all the farmers. They've really been trying hard to get the corn out now. And
now the snow's melted.
Right, and we appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you are in these fields as well, but please be safe out there tonight.
Hexel to kick it off. It's a low line drive. It'll skip at the 25, picked up by Medina at the 20, the 25 at the hash marks. He's wrapped up. He'll be met and brought down to the 31-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 31 for GSL, going right to left, trailing by a score of 14-0 to Watertown-Mayer.
And now GSL coming out, of course, offensively here, and the biggest thing is, right, get the wind back in your sails and get that momentum on your side. And like you said, they came out looking energized from halftime here. Hopefully that carries over here into this first series, and if they can put 7 up on the board here, that's going to be a huge momentum builder for GSL.
1st and 10 at their own 31, going right to left. Wishbone backfield, still Stifter, Medina, and Leppel in the backfield. Medina getting instructed. He's a wing on the right side. Jackson Stifter under center turn. Hand off, no keep left side with it, bouncing across the 35 to the 40, left side 45, midfield with it Stifter, hacked down and brought down by Schroeder at the 41-yard line, but a huge play, and they went left at him.
They did go left on that one, and man, that's great to see, right? We're used to, Watertown-Mayer's used to them always playing that play off to the right side. Beautiful job by the left side of the offensive line right there, sealing off them blocks. Wide open outside here for Stifter, and he does a great job getting down the field. I also like, too, on that run, of course, kept the ball towards the inside of the field, but you got to try to switch if you can, but he kept high and tight in his arms there. Was not going to get that ball stripped out of his arms.
28 yards on the run on 1st down in GSL in the Watertown-Mayer territory. Wing T, no single setback with a flanker right side. Jacob Stifter, no Jackson will keep it. Going right side with it, trying to find a room. Cut back lane at the 40, at the 35, and brought down to the 30-yard line. And Jackson Stifter getting the carries. 11 yards on that 1st down.
Great job, Jackson Stifter. Now they decide to run it to the other side, right? Just keep throwing them off a little bit here and there. Keep switching some things up. That's the biggest thing here, too. I think now play calling. Got to get a little more creative and just start making some things happen.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 31-yard line. So they flipped the field already from their own 31 to the opponent's 31 in 2 plays. Wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Turn handoff. Leppel right side with it. Following his blockers. Hand on the back of his lineman. He keeps his legs churning across the 30, across the 25, and up to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 8. And that hop they had in their step, Adam, is definitely, that they had coming out at the half, has definitely converted onto the field here in this first drive.
Great job, Bo Leppel there following the blockers. In fact, he just pretty much rides the back end of his center there until he gets that little opening and then shoots through for an additional couple of yards. Nice job by Bo Leppel.
2nd and 2, Wishbone backfield, Jackson Stifter under center, turn handoff, Leppel with it, right side, follows his blocker, shoots through across the 20, and last man there, wraps him up, brings him down at the 17, a pickup of 6.
Knowing Bo Leppel, he's probably a little upset about that one, just couldn't quite get that last foot high enough to get away from that shoestring tackle, but good job by Bo Leppel, picking up another 1st down for GSL. Good momentum going right now, right? Now the biggest thing is punching across that goal line.
1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 17-yard line. First play inside the red zone for Watertown-Mayer for the Panthers tonight. Jackson Stifter under center. Jacob behind him in the fullback position. They'll hand it off to Leppel right side again, trying to go the same play. Cuts it inside across the 20 up to the 15, a pickup of 2 on the play before he finally gets stood up and driven backwards.
Good job, Leppel there once again following them blockers, but of course Watertown-Mayer just doing a good job that time of really just plugging up that middle, holding on to everybody and kind of pushing Bo Leppel backwards instead of getting him that extra little fall forward there. But nice job by GSL right there for good blocking.
Would a naked bootleg out of that play work?
I think it would, but the fact is do you know how to run it? You know, I mean, that's the biggest thing.
I'm just saying, with as much as GSL's run it the last 2 weeks now, especially. Single wide out, Baumgarten. Nope, 2 wide outs to the left. Medina slot left, Baumgarten. Wide left, ball on the right hash. False start.
Again, that's just it's a mental breakdown right there again, right? And trust me, I get it. I was an offensive lineman. I understand, right? The biggest thing is, though, you defeat yourself in those situations right there. And the coaching staff will always come up and tell you, guys, you know the count. They do not, you know. So you just got done talking about it, but it's heartbreaking for that coaching staff, but mentally you just got to stay within this game.
2nd and 13, 9:03 and counting left to go in the third quarter. 14-0 the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer and the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. I formation backfield. Handoff, no mesh play, keep left side, pitch out to Leppel. He's got room to the 15, near side of the 10. Touchdown! 20-yard touchdown run for Bo Leppel on the triple option going left side.
Good job by Bo Leppel, but great job by Stifter realizing that everything was coming down on him. Nice little pitch out to Bo Leppel, and I tell you what, if that Leppel family's listening, Bo Leppel had some wheels there, turned it on, gets across that goal line for another touchdown for GSL, and of course with that touchdown means another $20 from Core Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $240.
And now a little bit of confusion on who's supposed to be out there for the extra points. They're yelling for another player. They got 17 on the play clock. They need somebody to get out there. Christian Rushmeyer is going to hurry out there. 10 on the play clock. Holding will be Vols. Down to 5. On 4 here on the extra point. Down to 2. 1. They get it off just in time. Gets it on the tee. The kick is up from Silas, and it is good. 8:49 left to go in the third quarter, and the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. The score reads Watertown-Mayer 14, GSL 7. We're back after this. Hayes, 20-yard touchdown run by Bo Leppel. Extra point from Silas up and good. Makes it a 14-7 lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer over GSL.
Is he the second running back to have a rushing touchdown?
Yeah, everyone else was named Mitch Jaskowiak this season that had a rushing touchdown coming into the night tonight. As the first one that is Jaskowiak has not scored. Of course, he got hurt. Second offensive play of the game for GSL, and he has been out since then. Panthers trailing by 7. Silas to kick it off. Time for their sink and seed, and Broughton kickoff, reminding you, get ready for the 2021 harvest season. Stop at Sank and Seeds in Broughton. Silas to kick it off, going right to left. A little bit of a breeze. The flag's moving just a little bit in that southwest corner of the end zone. Silas to kick it off. The big run up and the kick is away. It's a high, beautiful end-over-end kick. It'll be caught at the 10-yard line, taken to the near side at the 15, looking for a gap. He's up to the 20, hops around one tackle at the 20. Ball's out. It's on the ground. Who got it?
I want to say Vols got it. He was the closest man.
There's about 4 Panthers and 1 or 2 Royals there. We'll see who ends up with it. It is Watertown-Mayer football. Good job falling back on it by Wyatt McCabe. That nearly was a huge swing in this game. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line for Watertown-Mayer.
Zach Bowles was right there, but he just couldn't quite hop onto it fast enough there. And a lucky break for Watertown-Mayer there to keep it, especially with the momentum right now on GSL's side. Now defensively, they've got to make a big stop here to get that ball back in the offensive hands.
Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Rundell, the running back. McCabe to his left. They put a man in motion. That's McCabe in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle to Lang. Lang lowering the shoulder, pushing forward across the line of scrimmage up to the 22-yard line. Lang with a carry, a pickup of 3.
Good job, Zach Bowles getting down and low right there. And, of course, Caden Lang as well coming in on that tackle, too. Bo Leppel right there. Great job by the GSL defense.
2nd and 8 upcoming for the Royals of Watertown-Mayer, leading 14-7 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Pick 6 in the first quarter, then a touchdown pass both to Donovan. In this game has given the Royals the lead. They still have it after a Bo Leppel 20-yard touchdown run to start the second half off. Takes the high snap, rolling to his right. Rundell, check down, catch. Kept the foot inbounds was McCabe, and he gets a yard on that pass.
A yard.
Singular.
Yeah, trying to do just a little, like they call it like kind of an option pass or something like that, where, of course, your guy's looking downfield, but you got blockers in front of you, the running backs, and they're kind of that last option. They can just flip it over the top of a defender there, but just a little too far towards the GSL sideline here.
Yeah, I got hemmed a little too close to the sideline to make it work. 3rd and 8 for Watertown-Mayer. They'll come out shotgun. 3 wideouts, all to the left. Ball in the right hash, running back Lang to the left of the quarterback, Rundell. Rundell takes the chest-high snap, 4-man rush, has time, looks, throws deep, far side, it is incomplete. Donovan, the intended receiver on the far sideline, and a big 3-and-out to start the second half for the Panther defense.
Good job by Toby Noldner right there playing DN for Eaker tonight, and does a good job getting through there. Really got good penetration in that backfield there, but couldn't quite get to Rundell just in time before he throws that pass.
7:51 left to go in the third quarter. And Hexel on to punt. Medina back to return. He'll be at his own 45-yard line. Hexel a punt from his own 7. 4th and 8 with 7:51 left to go in the third quarter. Snap is there to Hexel. Pressure coming. Gets it away, but it's shanked. It's high, it's short, it's to the near sideline. It'll check up at the 30, go out of bounds sideways at the 28-yard line, and Panthers will start 1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 28, and Hexel shanked that one, went off the right side of his foot. 7:43 left to go in the third quarter, and well, Adam, we talked about what GSL needed to do to start the second half, and it's come up all Panthers to start the second half.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a huge break right there for GSL. Now, of course, getting great field position. Now the offense has got to come out and capitalize on something like that, right? They've got to get it in, punch it in once again for 6.
I formation backfield, Medina single wide out to the right. Actually, a single setback is Stifter. Jackson fakes it to him. Pressure coming on Jackson. He swung down. Big sack on that one by Hunter Stein with the sack and a loss of 8 on the play. And that was just, I think, a busted play from the word go, Adam.
Yeah, that's just, like you said, just a breakthrough on the offensive line right there. No, someone not picking up the sack, or the blitz, I should say. And, of course, number 56 there for Watertown-Mayer, if I can get
Hunter Stein.
Hunter Stein. He does a good job. I mean, he just busts right through, and it's tough, you know, especially when you got that inside double blitz like that. You got to pick up a bunch of gaps right there, and he breaks right through and puts good pressure on, makes the big sack.
2nd and 17, I formation backfield. 2 wideouts to the left, ball in the left hash. Leppel dots the I, takes a snap. Option left side with it. Pitch goes to Leppel, gets it. Was close to the sideline when he caught it. He'll get up to the 35-yard line for a pickup of 1 on the play. Saw a couple of Butcher and another offensive lineman 10 yards down the field blocking somebody. Pickup of 1 for Leppel. Now a 3rd and 16 for GSL. Make it 15. They'll give him a pickup of 2 on that one, but a 3rd and 15. They'll make it 16.
Yeah, this has got to be a big pickup here to give yourself a chance, or possibly even to give Silas that chance he needs.
Wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center, ball in the left hash. Takes the snap, play action, rolls out to his right. 4-man rush, has time, flips it out to Stifter from the backfield. Jacob will get it out across the 30, and a flag comes in late. Knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that play came all the way from the umpire himself, way in the backfield for GSL there, and all the way up to the line here.
Pickup of 9. Crackback block on GSL. It's going to wipe away what would have been enough. Would have made it a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6, or excuse me, 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Instead, it's a crackback block. And is that a spot foul?
It is a spot foul, yep.
So that'll back him up. And it's going to be back there at the 40-yard line. So on the exchange there, they lost 5 more yards. It's 3rd and 21 for GSL. And the Panthers playbook doesn't have a whole lot of plays designed for this, so you're trying to get a 10, if you're GSL, you're just trying to get a 10-yard chunk on this play.
Yeah.
If you're Watertown-Mayer, if you get another sack, you're going to get the punt, you're going to get the ball back, you're going to stem the tide that GSL had built to start the second half. Shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Ball in the right hash. Stifter takes the chest-high snap, rolls to his left, pressure coming, flips it out near side, incomplete. Stifter took a hit at the end of that one, good pressure on the play. I believe that was Loken again, yep. Got there and knocked him down, and the punt team will come out for GSL. So they had all the momentum in the world, Adam, and a couple of penalties and a sack wiped it out real quick, and The Royals have stemmed the tide, at least that started the second half for GSL.
Yeah, definitely. Good job by Watertown-Mayer. The Royals, they're just coming out, stopping that momentum and getting this ball back now. Now GSL is going to punt it. Of course, Silas going to try to pin him as deep as he possibly can to give that defense the upper hand.
Silas to punt from his own 49-yard line. Punt is away. It is a high kick. Fair catch called for. Back at the 10. It rolls inside the 10 and hops in. I think smart. That was about a 50-50 proposition. That ball hopped at the 10. Returner was there. He waved for a fair catch, and I believe that was McCabe that waved for it and then let it go, thinking it might roll in, but there wasn't any guarantee of that, and it did, and it's 1st and 10 at their own 20. So if you're the Royals here, you've just survived a scare to start this second half. This could be a big, if they can do something here offensively, even to move GSL back and pin them deep in their own territory, I think that's got to be considered almost a mini victory for the Royals here.
Yeah, definitely.
1st and 10 at their own 20. 3 wideouts to the left, put a man in motion, left to right, that's McCabe. They'll fake it to him, flag on the play. False start. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. And now it's turning into a game of who makes the least amount of mistakes, Adam, is the way it's starting to turn into with all these foul or penalties on both sides.
Yeah, definitely, especially here in the second half. Watertown-Mayer's found themselves a little bit on the dirty laundry side as well. And GSL had that issue in the first half, couple here in the second half as well now. And yeah, this game's gotten a little sloppy on the mental side of the game, but both teams got to try to clean it up here to Watertown-Mayer to maintain this lead, but also GSL to get themselves back to being tied in this game.
3 wide to the left once again. Rundell in the shotgun, running back to his left is Lang. McCabe in motion. They're going to keep it, looking to pass. Throwing deep, near far side. Mueller there, knocked away right at the end. Rushmeyer got the hand in there, just like he did earlier in this game. And Mueller not able to hold on to it, the 6'3" wideout. But Rushmeyer is only 5'7", but able to swipe the ball out. That's the second time we've seen him do this in the game.
Yeah, and he's just doing a really good job, right? He's going to say that if you're going to beat me with the pass, right, as soon as you bring the ball down, I am going to do everything I can to swap that ball out. And great hand-eye coordination, of course. I will throw it out there again. He's a wrestler.
Yay!
But also at the same time, he's a ball player as well. Great hand-eye coordination, but just a great job by him. Smart heads-up play. If you're not going to make the defending on the swat of the ball, swat it when he comes down with it.
You don't have to sound so defeated when you reference that he's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
2-3 wideouts to the right. Rundell in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Look, quick swing pass out right side. Donovan with it. In the backfield trying to find Roman. Smoked at the 15. Is that Noldner coming from the DN position?
Yeah.
Sniffed it out, no gain.
This is a great job. Bo Leppel gets into his defender, and he just keeps pushing him backwards into the ball carrier, and Noldner just coming with a full head of steam there and swallows up the ball carrier. Great job by GSL, of course, with Bo Leppel and Toby Noldner over there.
So it brings up a 3rd and 15, 5.5 minutes left to go, third quarter, 14-7 the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Watertown-Mayer leading over GSL. Royals trying to snap a 29-game losing streak. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Rundell, ball on the right hash. 3 on the play clock, sends McCabe in motion. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to pass. Has time, pressure coming. Now he's going to tuck, he'll flip it far side. It is caught and hit in the air, but holding on to it. Great reception on that play. I believe that was Donovan that caught that one, and he paid for it, but what a catch by Donovan. Pickup of 12 on the pass and catch.
Good job. Donovan comes down with it. Great job as well by Samuel. It just does a good job, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Samuel Palmer does a good job of getting in there. He couldn't pop it out here now, but now a big 4th down coming up. Huge stop. GSL is going to get the ball back here on the punt, but at the same time, watch that fake.
McCabe is the up man in this punt formation. Hexel back to punt from his own 12. Not much of a rush. High snap, gets it. Punt is away. Slightly better this time for Hexel. Not great. 45-yard lines where it initially hops, and it rolls to the 49. So GSL again is going to be starting in Watertown-Mayer field territory. 1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 49-yard line. GSL trailing by 7 with 4:22 left to go in the third quarter on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
Great job, GSL, getting that ball back here. Tough stance by the defense. Now the offense again, right? They got kind of shut down there, mentally beat themselves up a little bit that last series. Now they got to find that sail and that wind again and get themselves down this field to punch it in.
Don't know if GSL is going to go much of the air the rest of the game. with the way that sack kind of set back that last drive. One wide out each side. Oh, Leppel's going to reset. Supposed to be a wing T backfield, I think. Mesh play, keep it left side with it as Jackson Stifter gets it across the 45, tripped up and falls forward to the 40. Oh, and if he doesn't get tripped up by McCabe on that one, he is gone.
Yeah.
9 yards.
Great job by Stifter there, just making a great read, cutting that ball up the field immediately. Good job by the left side, the offensive line, sealing off them blocks, allowing him to get up that field. And like you said, he's got one guy to really beat there, and he could be gone.
2nd and 1 at the Watertown-Mayer 40-yard line. Trailing by 7 is GSL. Wishbone backfield. Medina and Leppel, the deep men. Fullback is Jacob Stifter. Jackson will hand it off. Right side with it. Leppel first down across the 40 up to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the carry and a first down for GSL. Thanks for joining us here on KGLB. 1310 on your AM down. 96.1, of course, on the app as well. 14-0 was the score at the half. A pick 6 for Connor Donovan of Watertown-Mayer got them on the board. Then he caught a 38-yard touchdown pass from Rundell. That put the Royals up 14-0 at the half. A Bo Leppel 20-yard touchdown run of this first drive of the second half got GSL on the board. They'll hand it off to Leppel right side. He's looking to get to the edge at the 35, to the 30, 25, 20. And he's knocked out inside the 20 as he was met and brought down at the 14-yard line. A pickup of 23 on the run right side for Leppel.
Good job by Bo Leppel. He gets in that outside. Beautiful job by the offensive line on the right side, sealing out the blocks once again. And Bo Leppel just finding those little lanes right there, right? Nice little juke, gets himself inside, beats a guy, breaks another tackle, then gets kicked out there out of bounds. But just a beautiful run by Bo Leppel.
1st and 10 at the Watertown-Mayer 14-yard line, 13 on the play clock. Medina goes wide left, one wide out, wide to the right is Butcher, I formation backfield. Mesh play, going to go option left side, but holding on to his Jackson Stifter, and he is met, and he is wrapped up. He is swung down. Good job blowing that play up by the defense. Mueller, first guy in there for Watertown-Mayer. It's a loss of 1.
Good job. I think, GSL has found something that's worked here now, but you've run it a couple of times here now. Watertown-Mayer's made some adjustments here. Got to kind of mix it up a little bit, catch them off guard with something.
2nd and 11 for GSL. 2:45 and counting left to go third quarter. Panthers trailing by 7. Wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Going to hand it off right side, trying to get to the edge. Oh my goodness, the defense completely blew that play up. Flag on the play. There were 3 Royals that just shot through that gap where the handoff was literally happening. Holding, too. Bonus points. The play stands. It'll be 3rd down from their own 20 for GSL. Or 21. And that's right on the border of field goal range for Silas. Especially on a chilly night like tonight where it's about 36 degrees outside. Not much of a wind. Do you take the penalty, back him up?
They're going to just keep it there. Decline it.
So Leppel loses 4 on the carry. And that brings up a 3rd and long here for GSL. 3rd and 15, 14, somewhere in there. A couple 14, 15 yards to get a first down. Pro set backfield, Leppel flanks out wide to the left. Ball on the right hash, handoff, Jacob Stifter up the middle with it across the 20. He'll get stood up at the 17-yard line. Well shy of a first down, a pickup of 3 for Jacob Stifter. And now, are we going to see the field goal unit jog on? And yes, they will. Damian Silas will hurry onto the field here on a field goal attempt from the right hash. Going to be about a 34, 35-yarder depending upon where they set up here. Vols will hold. Silas doing a good job running things on the special teams right now. At least making sure the count's right and the right people are out on the field. It will be a 35-yarder from the right hash for Silas. 3 on the play clock. Down to 2. 1. Gets the snap. Spot down. Pressure from the edge. Kick is up high. End over end. It is good! A 35-yarder for GSL has made it a 4-point lead for Watertown-Mayer. With a minute 27 left to go in the third quarter, the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. The score now reads Watertown-Mayer 14, GSL 10. We're back after this.
No one
75-yard field goal from Silas. Had that one. He had about another 5 yards on that one if needed. Makes it a 4-point lead for Watertown-Mayer, 14-10. Kickoff for Silas goes to the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Lang caught it. For that one, that's his second touchback of the season. He had the wind on first night for one of them. Second touchback of the season for Silas. 1st and 10 at their own 20 for Watertown-Mayer. Now leading by only 4, 14-10, the lead in favor of the Royals. Still trying to snap that 29-game losing streak.
Yep. But good job by Silas right there. He got to stretch his leg out there on the field goal, so he really put a boot into that one. And, not much of a win, but a little into actually the wind's with him right there. Yep.
Slight. Yep. About 5 to 10 maybe. Flags fluttering. Shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the left. Running back on each side of the quarterback, Rundell. Rundell takes a snap, turn, handoff. McCabe left side with it, trying to bounce it outside across the 20. Still on his feet, driving the legs forward up to the 25-yard line. Good carry there for Wyatt McCabe. Pick up of 5. On first down, brings up a 2nd and 5. Minute 15 left to go in the third quarter. Another player getting worked on the sidelines right now for GSL, Adam.
Yeah, that is actually going to be Van Dorp that's over there, number 61, Jacob Van Dorp, their lineman for GSL. And he kind of came up after that, I think after the field goal right there, and just came up a little hobbled, and they're just checking out his knee to make sure he's okay. Looks like he'll be all right.
And 5, shotgun, 2 wide, running back on each side of Rundell, takes a snap, handoff, Lang with it, trying to find room, finds a big lane, gets across the 35, breaks a tackle, excuse me, that's McCabe with it, across midfield to the 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! 75 yards for the Royals!
Just a big hole right there in the middle for the Royals, and he comes through, just very methodical run, lets it open up, and then just like that, there's nobody in that backfield. They sucked all the cornerbacks and the safeties in there, and he gets into that secondary, and away he goes. And he had one guy to beat pretty much right there, and Porter Mikolajczyk did everything he could to run him down, and he couldn't make the diving tackle right there. Big run, big touchdown for the Watertown Royals. 3
huge plays in this game for the Royals. The pick 6, then the 38-yard touchdown pass, and now that one. Put the Royals back up by 10, waiting for the extra point here from Hexel. Rundell will hold, snap there, spot down, kick is up, and it is good. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. It now reads Watertown-Mayer 21, GSL 10. Back after this. Five-yard touchdown run for Wyatt McCabe, and just like that, it's a 2-score lead once again for Watertown-Mayer. Extra point from Hexel up and good. 21-10, the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer over GSL. We have 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 29-game losing streak for Watertown-Mayer getting closer. It is not a guarantee, but boy, they've had big plays and they needed to have them tonight, Adam, for the Royals.
Yeah, they've drawn the lucky straw here and there, and they've had some massive plays when GSL is thinking they maybe have found their way back into this game. And once again, Watertown-Mayer Royals come back in, charging hard, score a touchdown, deficit is 10 again.
Hexel to kick it off. High kick. Caught on the mini run by Lepel at the 20. Takes it to the middle. Check that. That's Is that Rushmeyer?
Yep,
with it?
Rushmeyer.
28-yard line, stood up there and brought down. 1st and 10 at their own 28 for GSL. Trailing by 11, 21-10. Going right to left. So Silas gets the big 35-yard field goal to make it a 4-point game, but then McCabe with a huge touchdown run of 75 yards. And it's a 2-score lead once again for the Royals.
GSL here now has got to find a way to get down this field as quickly as possible. Make something big happen right away.
Leppel, Stifter, and Medina still the backs in the backfield. Wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Jacob the fullback. They'll hand it off to Medina, trying to find room left side. He's wrapped up, swung and brought down. Lang with the tackle. Loss of 3.
Just right there, of course, some good pressure in the backfield there. Medina just not able to get away, and the legs can't quite turn enough to get past some of them defenders and taken down for a big loss once again.
And now Carter Rushmeyer goes over to Coach Schimperly and says, Coach, if you need me,
I'm here.
Just letting you know I'm here. And that will do it for the third quarter of action. Watertown-Mayer 12 minutes away from snapping a 28-game losing streak. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
Collision and auto body dent repair, accessories, glass,
Stadium in Glencoe, 2nd and 13 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of action. It is a lead for Watertown-Mayer. They have lost 29 straight. Their last victory was against Rockford back on September 1st, 2017. Toss play right side. Bo Leppel looking for a cutback lane. Not much there. He'll push forward. He'll get up to the 29-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the carry.
Yeah, right there, Bo Leppel maybe had a little bit of a chance all of a sudden to get outside, but he tried to cut back a little too soon there, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of white jerseys just right there on top of him. GSL's offense here got to find a way to stay strong and keep them blocks.
3rd and 10 upcoming for GSL, and what you have to assume here, unless they have a big loss on 3rd down, it's probably 4-down territory, down 2 scores at 21-10.
Yeah.
Single wide out to the left, wing T backfield. Jackson Stifter under center, turn, hand off, end around right side. Bo Leppel with it, trying to find room, breaks past one tackle across the 35, dives for it. I think he's going to have it, depending upon, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 36-yard line, so he'll be just shy of a first down. He'll bring up a 4th and 2, a pickup of 8. Try to dive and stretch out there late, but not able to get stepped out of bounds just prior to doing that dive, and it's 4th and 2. And now the big boys check it in for Watertown-Mayer defensively. Schroeder along with Dylan Mant checking in out. Bigger guys checking in for the Royals on this 4th and 2. Huge play in this game with 11:11 left to go in regulation. Wishbone backfield. Jackson Stifter under center. Turn, handoff. Leppel right side. Breaks the first tackle. Keeps the legs moving. It's going to be close. I think it's enough.
I think they should.
The near judge gave it to him, and I think he got there too.
Yep.
Yes, he'll have enough. Pickup of 2 for Leppel.
His dad's over there running the chain game. He's already walking down going, he got it. He got it.
Come on, let's go.
Tim Leppel over there running the chain game. He goes, come on, move him down. He got it.
1st and 10 at their own 39 for GSL. Riley Butcher was over there right next to Jackson Stifter as that play call was coming in. Wishbone backfield, 1st and 10 at their own 39. Jackson Stifter under center. Turn, play action, looking to pass, throwing it deep to Butcher, near side diving, can't get to it. Incomplete.
It's a good pass right there. Good layout by Butcher. Just a little out in front of him. He couldn't quite get there, and it's just too bad. It was a really good play. Good route by Butcher as well.
I don't know if the clock restarted after the first down on that one, so GSL might have gotten a break there. 10:49 left to go in regulation, trailing by 11, 21-10. Baumgarten goes wide to the left. Wing T backfield. Jacob Stifter, the single setback behind the quarterback, Jackson Stifter. Ball on the right hash. Keep right side with it was Jackson. Made the wrong read on that one as he'll get to the 40, a pickup of 1, and that's it.
The biggest thing right now there too, right, is you get so comfortable knowing what's working always in that little mesh play. You fake that, of course, and pull it out and run around the side. Well, Watertown's waiting for that now. Probably his best option right there is hand it off in that mesh play to Jacob Stifter and allow him to try to get through and get some yards here to get a better third down play coming up.
He's even a pickup or 3 or 4 there helps out a lot. It's
absolutely.
Now 3rd and 9 instead for GSL. 15 on the play clock as Jackson Stifter goes into the huddle. Trailing by 11. 29-game losing streak for Watertown-Mayer. Trying to snap it here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. 1 wide out each side, ball on the right hash. 1 on the play clock, takes a snap, handoff. Leppel right side with it, follows his blockers, doesn't get a whole lot across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 7 for GSL, a pickup of just 2.
I think the biggest thing is here now too, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got 10 points to make up, and you got 9:40 on the clock. I think GSL's got to find a way to pick up the tempo here a little bit more and keep moving down, because we know what it's like when you all of a sudden you look back and you've got 3 minutes on the clock all of a sudden, so they've got to find a way to keep moving.
9:29 left to go, and before a big 4th down and 7 upcoming for GSL, the Panthers are going to call a timeout to talk it over. They trail by 11, 21-10 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas, celebrating over 42 years of service, quality, and value. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
Leppel getting a there by Jaden Eaker since the timeout was called. 21-10, the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer. A huge 4th down here. GSL at their own 42-yard line. Recap the scoring here in the second half. It was 14-0 at the half. GSL marched down the field, got a touchdown, then got the ball back after a 3-and-out. The Watertown-Mayer 28-yard line, but then a big stop. Panthers a sack on the first down play, then a crackback block on the 3rd down. Back GSL up to the point where they punted on 4th down. 2 plays later, GSL would then get a field goal later on in the 3rd quarter, a 35-yarder from Silas, but then the next drive, 2 plays, a 75-yard touchdown run by McCabe. Put him up 21-10, and that's where we stand right now. Shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side, ball in the right hash. Jackson Stifter takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to pass, pressure coming. He gets tripped up, he steps up in the pocket, he's sacked! Did not get a chance, and the defense was almost all 4 guys that rushed had a crack at him at one point on that play, and they moved the pocket too at him to try and give him an opportunity to run to that left side. But a great job defensively by Watertown-Mayer to completely snuff that play out, a loss of 5.
Yeah, they just put a lot of pressure, a lot of blitzing coming off that right side, and GSL not able to maintain the block, and of course a ton of pressure in that backfield, and Stifter just nowhere to really go. And the worst part about it is too is that they're so far on this side, the GSL sideline, and Stifter being a right-handed quarterback, he's rolling left. He's got to try to turn the body completely. That's a tough play for a quarterback.
1st and 10 for Watertown-Mayer at the GSL 28-yard line. Will they try and go for the jugular right away? No, they'll hand it off up the middle. Lang bouncing it right side, wrapped up and down. Good job defensively there. I believe, was that Voles in there?
That's Voles, as well as Porter Mikolajczyk getting in there right away, wrapping him up and bringing him down. Nice job by GSL's defense here. And I think the biggest thing is the offense needs the defense just to stand as firm as possible here on this series.
Brings up a 2nd and 10. We'll see how well that now Watertown-Mayer does trying to milk this clock. You don't want to see Rundell take a snap before 5 on the play clock if you're the Royals fans. Trying to snap a 29-game losing streak that dates back to September 1st, 2017 as their last win against Rockford. Shotgun, 2 wide left, running back on each side of the quarterback. Rundell takes the snap. Going to keep Rundell right side, not much.
Big defensive stand right there once again by GSL, maybe giving him about a yard on that play, and big 3rd and 9 coming up here now. And GSL's defense has to find a way to stay strong here, and I think the biggest thing is going to be in that secondary now. We know Watertown-Mayer likes to run those quick little throws. They got to stand tall, be ready, get a nice little jam in there. Don't allow them to get that opening.
3rd and 9 upcoming for Watertown-Mayer. 8:05 and counting left to go. Play clock at 10 as they break the huddle. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Lang to the left of the quarterback, Rundell. 5 on the play clock. Rundell calls for the snap, gets it, rolls to his left, 4-man rush, has time, looking to pass, turns his shoulders, throw, caught, near side, first down, and run out of bounds. With it is Donovan across the 25 to the 22-yard line, a pickup of 15.
Caden Lang on the defense right there. I mean, he does a good job coming all the way across, but you could tell he looked in at the quarterback, and he just kind of lost a step with the receiver there, and of course, Donovan just makes a big catch and a big first down.
1st and 10 at the GSL 22-yard line. The only break for GSL was that he was out of bounds on the play, so the clock is stopped at 7:47. GSL trailing by 11 to Watertown-Mayer. Mitch Shkowiak was hurt early. Second offensive play of the game for GSL. The offense has been a little askew since. Shotgun formation, hand off with it up the middle, trying to find room with it. Is that Dusky, I think? The carry, 8?
Yeah.
I believe that wasn't McCabe. I'll double check when he gets up out of the pile. No, excuse me, that was McCabe. Sleeve on the right arm, white high socks. So McCabe with the carry, pickup of 4. Clock rolling. 7:15 and counting left to go. Watertown-Mayer trying to pull off a huge upset tonight here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. Trying to snap a 29-game losing streak. Shotgun 2 wide to the right. Running back on each side of the quarterback, Rundell. Takes the head-high snap, handoff, Lang up the middle with it. Met and brought down, a pickup of 2 on the carry. But more importantly is that clock running for Watertown-Mayer. GSL only has 2 timeouts remaining in this game, and this is not an offense for the Panthers that is adept at scoring quickly. And with 6.5 left to go, 6:40 and counting left to go, the next snap will happen sometime around 6:10 on the clock. 3rd and 5 for Watertown-Mayer. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Ball on the left hash, Lang to the right of the quarterback, Rundell. 4 down lineman for GSL defensively. Rundell takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to pass. Blitzer comes in late. That's Stifter, but Rundell steps up. He'll flip it. It's caught at first down and more. Flag on the play from the near sideline up to the 8-yard line. But a flag from the near sideline. Hold on just a second. 6:12 on the clock. Illegal pass or illegal man downfield for Watertown-Mayer. So as Rundell was rolling to the right, someone leaked out from that offensive line too far, and GSL gets a huge break on what would have been another converted 3rd down for Watertown-Mayer. 6:12 left to go. Backs them up 5, so it's a 3rd and 10 for the Royals. But they lead by 11, 21-10, and Moses Medina getting tested out on the sideline, and he's got a little hitch in his giddy up as well.
Yeah, he's, I don't know, they keep watching him too, and they keep doing a lot of exercise with him to see what he can do. But yeah, he's got a pretty good hitch in that walk.
Play running back for GSL is turning into the drummer for Spinal Tap all of a sudden. 3 wideouts to the right, ball on the left hash. Rundell with Lang to his right. I bet you he rolls to the right. Takes a snap. Rolls right. 4-man rush. Looking to throw. Underneath man. It's caught. Cutting it back across the field. Breaking one-arm tackle. Going forward is McCann across the 15. He's going to be close. And he does get it up to the 12. A pickup of 11, I believe. We'll wait to see where the spot is. Needed to get to the 13. I think he's at the 12. And he is. Pickup of 12 on the 3rd and 11.
It's a big first down pickup right there by the Watertown-Mayer Royals. Just doing a good job of consistently rolling out to the right, finding that opening right there. And that's the biggest thing is when you're in that zone defense too, you kind of scrape past a little too far, and there's just a guy that's sitting wide open.
5:30 and counting left to go. Running back on each side of the quarterback, Rundell in the shotgun. Takes a snap, handoff, Lang, middle, bouncing it right side, trying to find something, nothing. Got up to the 11, a pickup of 1. Clock rolling. The 29-game losing streak for Watertown-Mayer is 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from coming to an end. It goes all the way back to the first game of 2017 when they knocked off Rockford 21-6 back on the 1st of September 2017. 5 minutes and counting left to go. 21-10 the lead in favor of Watertown-Mayer. Shotgun formation, a pistol almost with a slanted eye to the left, 2 wideouts to the left, 7 on the play clock. Rundell takes the snap, handoff, right side with it. McCabe lowers the shoulder, gets across the 10, spins and down to the 8-yard line. Pick up a 3. Clock continues to roll. 4:30 and counting left to go. GSL came into the night missing 3 guys who have been in the backfield throughout the season. Christensen, Klockman, and Novak. Jaskoliak got hurt, second offensive play of the game. But Watertown-Mayer has risen to the opportunity that's been presented to them, and they've played a great game here tonight at Stevens Seminary Stadium. 4:10 and counting left to go. 2 wide to the left, pistol formation, slanted eye, Lang the deep man, McCabe the up. Put a man in motion, it's Donovan. Toss, left side, Lang looking to get to the edge, finds a cutback lane across the 5, he dives and he's in! And that may be the dagger for the Royals to end a 29-game losing streak. And Coach Phillips is ecstatic on the far sideline. 8-yard touchdown run for Lang.
Just a big run right there, good blocking, and of course, like you said, Lang just finding that cutback lane and comes right back in, but then able to dive into that end zone, and a big touchdown for the Royals.
27-10, a 3-score lead, more importantly for Watertown-Mayer, with 3:52 left to go. This is you'll see the score tomorrow, and this will knock people over with a feather. Hexel to kick the extra point, snap down, spot, kick, line drive, but it's up and it's good. 28-10 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Watertown-Mayer, 3 minutes, 52 seconds away from snapping a 29-game losing streak. We're back after this on KGLB. But not in this situation.
No.
Under center now is Aaron Higgins at quarterback, wishbone backfield. Higgins takes a snap, hand off, right, self-fumbled, and actually caught it back as he was running forward. Number 29, Dane Peterson.
Yep.
No gain on the play.
Guys that are in right now for GSL, see if we can get this out there to you. Number 80, Hunter Gens, is playing tight end. Number 54, Bo Christensen,
I saw Gavin Pops in the backfield along with William Wallace. Already mentioned Dane Peterson back there. 2nd and 10. Hand off, left side with it is Gavin Pop, looking for a little bit of room. Spins across the 30 up to the 32-yard line.
Cameron Johnson is out there, number 66. Number 65, Sawyer Ardolph is out there. Devin Forcier is out there, number 62.
2:50 and counting left to go on this one before it's official. But this is going to be a very tough pill to swallow for GSL, and this is going to be a huge moment for Watertown-Mayer Royal football. Remember, it was just a couple of years ago they talked with Howard Lake Waverly Winstead about combining those two teams. It didn't end up happening, and this team has really built themselves up. We've talked about this too, and there's a handoff, nothing happening right side, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is a team that's really been building up this program, and Adam, we even talked about it before the season on Panther Sports Weekly. This has been a team that's been slowly building. You could feel it coming at some point. I don't know if anyone anticipated tonight to be that night, but this has been a team that's been slowly, and I mentioned only 6 seniors on this team. This is going to be a good Watertown-Mayer team again next year.
Yeah, very young team, like you mentioned at the beginning of the game here for them, only 6 seniors, and yeah, it's a team that's been constantly rebuilding, and they've gotten a new identity with their coach, and they've found a way here tonight.
Silas to punt, minute 45 left, gets it, no rush. They're going to let him punt it. High punt. Cross midfield, fair catch called for, and caught at the 48-yard line by Wyatt McCabe. And they will get it with a minute 37 left to go. Watertown-Mayer at 1st and 10 at their own 45. And they'll get to call a formation they have not been able to call in a very long time. It's been over 3 years. Let's see, today's the 30th of October. 3 years, a full month, and almost 2 full months. It's 38 months since their last victory. Counting to see how many
I think
GSL's subbing out a lot of guys. Watertown-Mayer will have a first
trying
and 10
to make sure they had 11
45.
out there. Looked like they only had 10 right away.
Is there a timeout called? Someone will call the timeout. Yeah, timeout call. Watertown-Mayer here with a minute 37 left to go. Timeout Royals. They lead 8 by 18.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. With name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the mill to you, plus cabinets and cabinet countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today. I looked up, I didn't know what that last word was, and I don't know why.
Thought you had it memorized and you didn't?
Yeah. A lot of things going on in my mind right now.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
a lot of Panther fans have a lot going on in their mind tonight.
A lot going through here.
1st and 10 for Watertown-Mayer. Rundell in the pistol formation, a slanted eye to the right, ball in the right hash. 2 wideouts to the right, takes a snap, hand off Lang, up the middle with it, just puts the shoulder down, 2 hands on the ball, gain of 1. GSL will go from the highest of highs last week, knocking off DC at home last week, and they're going to turn around and have one of their toughest losses they've ever had.
Yeah, this is
and that's not, I'm not being facetious.
No. This will be a really tough pill to swallow here right now, and I tell you what this really becomes now is just 100% a gut check time, right? You really got to figure out. And
good news, you got Annandale next week.
But by the way, a lot of injuries. I mean, that hurts you. And yeah, it's a big game next week, too, with Annandale.
Shotgun formation, takes a snap, turn, hand off up the middle with it, bouncing off of tacklers is Patrick Dusky gets it across midfield, one of the few, actually a sophomore there. Pickup of 8 on the carry for Dusky.
You can see the party starting over there on the Watertown-Mayer sidelines. Guys getting pretty excited over there. Like you said, big win for the Royals here tonight.
It's been 38 months since their last victory on the 1st of September 2017. And for the first time since then, Watertown-Mayer will be under center. Rundell's going to take a snap. They'll be in victory formation. And they will pick up their first win since September 1st, 2017. 38 months later, they win on the road at Stevens Seminary Stadium in a shocker. The final score, Watertown-Mayer 28, GSL 10. Post-game show coming up in